God, I've hit the mother lode!
Man, I'm so sick of all these classes lately.
I was gonna fall asleep in every freaking class this week.
Yeah, last class was like watching dust settle.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about dust settling and its implications for planetesimal formation.
Hey guys, anyone want to have some actual fun in class today? I've read the good stuff.
Oh, thank God. I don't know if we should. Aren't those like the pHs of cleaning products?
Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons?
Yeah, exactly. The gateway dust.
Come on, you're in Boulder now. This stuff is totally legal.
I guess.
Welcome back to London for our coverage of the 2012 AstrOlympics. I'm Albedo.
And I'm Sue Nova. Today is the second day of the Modern Professor Pentathlon. Our first event of the day is whiteboard drafting, which tests our competitors' whiteboard writing and cleaning skills. This is a timed event with penalties for illegible writing and dirty boards. The professors must write up their notes on the board and then wipe the board clean. Fastest time, corrected for penalties, is the winner.
Let's head out to our arena.
Here's Jeremy Darling from the United States. He can be slow to getting started sometimes, but he's got a strong game overall in this event. Next up is Phil Armitage. He's from England. Here comes Yuri Tumre, representing Estonia. After a brief stint in prison last year, he's had to rush his training, so he's a bit of a wild card. Not sure how he'll fare here. The last major threat for this event is Mike Scholl. He's got decent handwriting and a strong cleaning technique. Looks like they're about ready to start. Let's go to the quad box and our on-site reporter, Joe Bien.
Thanks, Sue. Yuri has an interesting technique here. He's yet to even go for a marker, and we've seen no sign of an eraser. This could be a new technique he perfected during his prison stint.
Oh, McGuckins. So I was in McGuckins the other day, and I was in Bolt Canyon looking for some screws, and there were some bears coming through.
Jeremy starts out with an outline for this competition. Too bad about his poor marker choice, though. It looks like that could hurt him in the end. And there's Phil. He's writing. Mike Scholl making lots of use of the proportionality sign, also famous for his use of the twiddle, showcasing his ability to get things almost right.
Are there any questions for recitation?
We hear Jeremy performs this ritual every day. There's no students in the classroom, but I suspect the result will be the same.
They must have been looking for some screws too, because you know, Bow Canyon is a great place to find screws. Or be screwed.
And Phil is still writing.
Oh no, this isn't clear. I'm gonna have to rederive this.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Let's see, we have a bubble. It's going this way. The escape. Milky Way. 550 per second. Let's see. H bar equals. No, let's just do H. 6 bar. Negative.
Looks like Jeremy's the first to begin erasing. Now Mike Shull has begun his erasing sprint to the finish. Yuri's unusual technique of never actually using the board and sticking to obsolete technology has paid off. He comes in first. And Jeremy comes in second by a hair, but wait! His board is not totally clean. But Mike's coming in to help him out.
Next up is the marathon, but before we get to that, let's hear more about the winner of our last event, Yuri Tumre, and his transformation from wrongfully incarcerated to Olympic athlete.
In late 2010, Alar Tumre, Yuri's evil twin, hatched a devious plan to steal all the computer time on the world's major supercomputers. Due to a tragic case of mistaken identity, Yuri was arrested high in the mountains of Boulder in early 2011. After a long and grueling court case, Yuri was sentenced to a lifetime in Bulgarian prison. After more than a year in prison, Yuri received some unexpected assistance from an old friend. This prison experience left him only a few months to train for the AstrOlympics.
Nicholson with an H.
Objection! Objection! I object! I object! I object! I object! Bango! 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 Bango!
What a story, but it looks like his unfortunate jail time hasn't affected his performance today. Now let's head out to the marathon and check out our competitors.
Already out on the field is Phil Armitage. He's the heavy favorite for this event. We hear he can actually run. Also out at the starting line is Yuri Tumre, who appears to be continuing his trend of unusual starting techniques. Approaching the starting line now is Mike Shull. We have no idea how he'll do. Here's Jeremy getting out of his warm-up suit. Interesting choice of attire there.
Are my contestants ready? 3, 2, 1, bingo!
And they're off. But what's Yuri up to? Looks like he's using the Boris-Stroher integration technique. Holy crap, he's gonna time step his way through this race. Look at him pop into the elevator there. Excellent precision he's had so far. Jeremy's off to an early lead, but Phil Armitage is known for his good pacing. There's not a lot of variation here. Yuri's been able to take larger time steps to make up for lost time.
Well, this is going to be a long race, but it's anyone's game at this point. While this continues, we'll give you a recap of yesterday's events in case you missed it. Here's Al with a recap.
Thanks, Sue. The opening events yesterday began with colloquium questioning.
Did you consider helium? What are your error bars on those plots? I think I found a new structure over here. Right there, 2 o'clock.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Mike. By structure, do you mean a physical entity or more like a computational one? Because if you mean the latter, it's well known that structures aren't primitives and can't be so easily recast. If you meant the former, I'm wondering if you published a formation mechanism yet. Maybe you should call them rhinos. They sure look hard and stubborn.
Or a pleasure if I ever saw one. My brother and I were fundamental in the early modeling of rhinos. It's a swell field. And just asking to have magnetic fields added into it. Just begging, I tell you.
It's a picture of a cell.
And the sun moves
Following
across
colloquium
the
questioning
sky
was
because
interpretive
the Earth
dance.
spins on its axis, and this axis stays in place as it goes around the sun, giving us the seasons.
Let's get the scores from our judges.
The Habitable World Swimming Competition was hardly a contest this year. This competition usually comes down to a contestant's choice of planet to swim on. Nick Schneider chose Mars and won by about 3 billion years. Let's hear what Fran Bagenau, representing the tiny nation of Europa, had to say to our correspondent Joe Vienne after the day's events.
Fran, what do you think of the winning choice of Mars by Nick Schneider?
Mars? You're telling me that Mars won? Mars shouldn't even be in this competition.
Oh, Fran, you still had a remarkably slow time.
There was whale poop everywhere. Swim left, whale poop. Swim right, whale poop. There was so much beautiful whale poop.
Okay then.
Those are the results from yesterday. We'll take a short break, then get you back to coverage of the marathon.
Hi there. Do you look awesome in aviators? Do you wear your Oakleys inside? Do you bring your plastic neon, haven't been cool since the 90s shades to class? Well then boy have we got a deal for you. The latest from Webcache Industries. The newest star shades that make it fashionable to wear sunglasses at night. Take them on a plane, wear them on a blimp. Stargazing never looked so cool. Hey look, an exoplanet.
Welcome back to the 5th event of the pentathlon. There was an interesting development at the only water stop of the marathon today. Seth Hornstein was in charge. Let's take a look at the action.
Did you update the TA wiki? No? No water for you. Did you update the TA wiki?
What's that?
No water for you. Well, Jeremy, you updated the TA wiki. Here's water.
Radio. Do you have any formaldehyde?
No.
No thanks then.
Coming down the home stretch here, Jeremy's still in the lead, but can he hold on to it? Looks like Yuri's time steps have allowed him to pull into second place. He has to be careful here. His time steps are getting awfully large, and he might overshoot the finish line.
Yes!
Where's Yuri?
The modern professor often finds himself teaching both graduate and undergraduate classes. This involves them assigning copious amounts of homework for their students. Our next event tests their ability to get all of this work graded.
Looks like our competitors are ready to go. Let's get right down to the action.
3, 2, 1, bango!
We did not see this one coming. 3 of our competitors they've just left the field, and they're going for backup?
I need a grader!
Now this is interesting. While all of the others have gotten their graders and are hard at work, Phil has yet to make a move. We're 90 minutes into the grading competition, and Phil still hasn't started grading papers. Does he even know they exist?
What's the best way to live? How do we live in harmony? That's what we're looking for. Democracy is the closest thing we've got to everyone sort of chipping in. But even that's got problems, you know, who gets the vote? Should everyone get the vote? You know, dangerous question. The political philosopher Nietzsche said that not all people do deserve the vote and that not all men are born equal. This was classically misinterpreted by Hitler, who went way too far with it. And he just, imagine, you're a great scholar, Nietzsche.
We'll be right back after these commercials.
They were the department's greatest characters, legendary heroes and villains with names like Katie Goodrich and Alar Toomey. They scared us, inspired us, or just downright disturbed us. And now, for the first time ever, these classics are returning to the big screen. For 2 nights only, catch the APS classic films As the Dome Turns and Katie Goodrich Escape from E-126, remastered as you've never seen them before. With all new YouTube comments and live tweeting from the actors themselves, this is an experience that will be out of this world.
Well, it's been another great year at the AstrOlympics.
That's right, Al. And the Modern Professor Pentathlon was certainly the highlight. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't a pentathlon 5 events?
Normally, yes, but within an order of magnitude, ours was 2.
Fair enough. This is astronomy, after all.
Let's check in with our closing ceremonies. Performing live is Psy.
오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선호해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선호해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선호해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선호해 그런 선호해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 Hey sexy lady 오빤 강남스타일 Hey sexy lady 뛰는 놈 그 위에 나는 놈 Baby baby 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 뛰는 놈 그 위에 나는 놈 Baby baby 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 You know what I'm saying 오빤 강남스타일 Hey sexy lady 오빤 강남스타일 Hey sexy lady 오빤 강남스타일
What a performance! But wait, there's something going on over by the torch. Is that Mike Scholl?
Ah, the torch. So bright and full of hope. Just like in the first year. Ha! Welcome to grad school.
Ah, screw it.
Bango!